Hey everyone, so I just got back from PAPA in Las Vegas. If you guys don't know what PAPA is, it stands for Professional Asian Pilot Association. And it's a job fair where a ton of pilots come to connect and hope to get a job interview with the airlines that they want to work with. But don't worry, if you're not Asian, you can still come to these events. And if you did miss this event, there are a ton of other events throughout the year. PAPA was just this month, but there's another event called OBAP that's coming up. There's NGPA, LPA, and RTAG, and I'm sure there's a bunch more events, and it's a great place to go and connect. And like I said, if you are looking to take your career to the next level, this is definitely an event you don't want to miss. And if you're not part of that ethnicity or cultural group, don't worry. This event was Professional Asian Pilot Association, but there were a ton of non-Asian pilots. There's actually probably more non-Asian pilots than Asian pilots. So if you go to any of these other events, you don't have to be a part of that group in order to join. Anyone is welcome to go. You guys might be wondering, who is the perfect group of people to go to these events? And after a lot of thinking, I think I've narrowed it down to 3 categories of people that really should come to these events. Number 1, if you are a pilot or interested in aviation and you want to connect with other pilots. There were over 1,600 pilots that attended this event. So this is definitely the place you want to be if you want to connect with other pilots. Group number 2 is if you are wanting to join the regionals. Maybe you're a flight instructor at the moment and building hours and you want to go to the regional airlines. This is the perfect place for you to come. All the regionals are there. SkyWest, PSA, Envoy, Horizon, Wisconsin Air, they were all there. Definitely great to come to this event, get that face-to-face interaction, talk to the recruiters, and give them your resume. And the recruiters will definitely note that you have came, write it down on your application or your resume that you took the time to come to this event, pay the money, and talk to recruiters. So it's definitely a great place if you are wanting to join the regionals. There are a lot of regionals out there, but they are all a little bit different. So it's good to talk to each regional to see which one fits you the best. Maybe some regionals have a certain base that you are far away from. Other regionals maybe pays not as good, or like I said, regionals are all kind of similar but also very different. So it's important that you take the time to come to these events, get to know each regional airline, what the differences are, and find which one is the best for you. Last but not least, the last group of people that I think really should come to these events are people that are already at the regional airlines but want to take their career up to the next level. All the major airlines were there. Delta, United, American, Alaska, Hawaiian, they were all there. And it's a great place. Like I said earlier, it's good to talk to the recruiters, get a meet and greet in, and ask the recruiters if you have any other questions. If you are wanting to get a job interview or even a CJO, a conditional job offer, American Airlines were giving job offers on the spot. So definitely come to these events if you want to talk and meet with the recruiters. So you should definitely come to these events if you are wanting to fly for the major airline and to get a spot at the meet and greet. I was fortunate enough to secure a meet and greet with Delta Airlines, talked to the recruiters of United and American, gave my resumes to Alaska, Hawaiian. So I talked to all the major airlines that I wanted to, and they all have similar requirements of flying for the major airline. Before we dive into the requirements to fly for a major airline, if you guys aren't subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you guys went down, smash the subscribe button, and don't forget to leave a thumbs up. It's just one click and it's gonna help me out a ton. So Delta, American, United all have similar requirements, and they all told me the same thing, that I need to fly more. The requirements to fly for them is they are looking for 1,000 turbine time and roughly around 3,000 to 4,000 total time. And PIC is definitely recommended. That is requirements to stay competitive from the hiring pool. So if you don't have those requirements, you're probably not as competitive like me. I'm only at 600 turbine time. So even having that meet and greet was really helpful. They still told me that I need to fly more. Once I have 1,000 turbine time and roughly 3,000 to 4,000 total time, I'll probably be a little bit more competitive. And having to go to the meet and greets and talk to recruiters, like I said, they definitely take note that you came, you took the time to drive or fly all the way, paid the money to come and talk to recruiters. So once I meet the requirements and they knowing that I came to the meet and greet, it will probably trigger an interview. So those are the requirements for the major airlines. Last but not least, I want to talk about some of the things I learned from Papa, this event, that you can bring on to other events that you go to. These are very valuable advice, so be sure to watch to the very end as it can help you secure a spot and make sure that you are ready for these events. I'll also be making future videos on meet and greets, what they are, how to secure a spot, how to prepare for them, and the questions they ask me during my meet and greet. So if you don't want to miss those videos, be sure to subscribe. So some of the things I learned from this event that you can bring on to other events if you guys do choose to go to them, such as OBAP, LPA, RTAG, NGPA, which you definitely should go to them. I highly recommend going to these events. Like I said, this was my first event and I was absolutely blown away from all the people I've met. Some of the viewers came up and talked to me. That was probably my favorite part, to get to know the people that watch my videos and all the airlines that you are there to talk with. The first thing I learned from this event is you gotta treat this event like Disneyland. And what I mean by that is, if you think about Disneyland, before the doors even open, people are waiting by the doors. So when the doors do open, you run and you go to your favorite ride. That is very similar to this event. The doors opened at this event probably around 9 a.m. but people were waiting at 7:30 because as soon as those doors open at 9 o'clock, people are sprinting and running to wait in line for the airlines that they want to talk with. Because if you are late, that line gets filled up really quick, and I hear some people even have to wait 3 to 4 hours just to talk to the airlines of their choice. So make sure you go down before anyone else is. You're waiting at the door. So as soon as the door opens, you are the first one to talk to the recruiter. You're first one in line, so you don't have to be all the way in the back waiting 4 to 5 hours. Some people had to wait a really long time and they didn't even talk to the recruiters because people had to go home. It was end of the day and they didn't have a chance to talk to people even though they waited 3 to 4, even 5 hours. So make sure you're down by the door way early before the doors open. Those lines fill up really quick. Within probably 5 to 10 minutes, you're probably 30 or 40th all the way back there. So make sure you come really early. The second thing I learned from this event is whoever you talk to, whether it's a recruiter or another pilot you're connecting with, make sure to get their contact info, whether it's their email, phone number, or Instagram, so you can follow up with them. This is especially true if you do get a meet and greet or you talk to a recruiter of the airline of your choice. Make sure to get their contact information. You made that great impression during the meet and greet, so after a few days you can follow up with them so they don't forget who you are. And that's really important to keep that connection, to keep that network. If you have any other questions, you can email them, text them, and everyone there is very friendly. So whoever you talk to, make sure you get their contact information. The last thing I want to share with you guys that I learned at this event, as the name implies, it is a professional Asian pilot association, so make sure you come professional. So dress professionally, act professionally, come prepared is very important, especially if you are wanting a job offer on the spot. You have to come prepared. They might give you an interview on the spot. Are you ready for an interview? And if you do pass the interview and they want to hire you, do you have all your documents? Do you have your physical logbooks with you? They can't give you a job offer if you don't have those things with you. So come prepared, print out many resumes. You don't know who you're gonna talk with, you don't know which airlines you're gonna meet with, and it's always good to have extra resumes that you can hand out. It would be a pity if they want to offer you a job on the spot, but you didn't come prepared. You don't have your physical logbooks with you, so they can't offer you a job. So definitely come prepared. So those are the 3 takeaways I learned at Papa. Number 1 is come early, be ready to sprint to the airlines of your choice so you don't have to wait hours and hours. Number 2 is always get the contact information of whoever you talk with. It doesn't have to be just recruiters, it could be just pilots you network, people you want to stay connected with. Always good to have their contact information. Number 3 is dress professional, act professional, and come prepared. So those are the 3 things I learned, and like I said, it was a blast. I had a ton of fun, my first event, and I will definitely be coming back to this event. You guys might be wondering how much this actually costs. If you are a member, it's $150, and it was in Las Vegas. That price does not include the hotels, so you have to pay additional for the rooms that you stay in. I stayed in the hotel where the convention was, so it was really convenient. I could just wake up, come down, and wait in line. Where other people, they lived in a different hotel, they have to wake up even earlier, drive or make their way to the convention and wait in line. To me, I was willing to pay the premium of staying in that hotel, so the convenience, that was really important to me. But some of you guys might think it is pretty expensive to come to this event. You gotta pay the plane ticket to go to Vegas or drive there, pay for the event, on top of that, pay for the hotels. It is a little bit pricey, yes, I'll be honest with you, but let me ask you, is your future job worth that price? Are you willing to make the drive and take the time out to go to talk to the recruiters? And that's what the recruiters wanna see. They know it's an inconvenience to drive all that way, to take the time out of your schedule, from your families, from your work, take the time off to go to this event. But that's what the recruiters want to see. They want to see how much you want this job. And that's why when you do come to this event, the recruiters take note of that and they put it on your application saying that you did talk to a recruiter. That's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I'll definitely be making a lot more videos on Papa, on my meet and greet, and strategies, things I learned on how to secure a meet and greet. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any other questions, be sure to leave it down below. And like I said, we're a community. It's a safe place. Feel free to ask whatever questions you have. I hope to see you guys. If you guys ever see me on the streets, airport, or at another event, be sure to stop me. I want to say hi. I want to get to know my viewers. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!